Hey everybody, welcome back. It's the Filmsmiths. I'm Nick.
And I'm Zach.
Hopefully you have seen our two separate best films of 2014 lists.
Hope you enjoyed them.
Hope you liked those and you saw some movies that you liked as well.
And I hope you're feeling really optimistic about the state of filmmaking.
Because we're about to crush all of your hopes and dreams.
We're coming at you with some real bad films.
This is going to be our worst films of 2014.
So strap in.
So we're going to give you a bottom 5, I suppose, of the worst films. We're also going to give you 6 dishonorable mentions that, while awful, were not quite awful enough to make it into the 5. They are Divergent,
The Giver,
The Fault in Our Stars,
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
Draft Day,
and Transformers.
Now those aren't in any particular order, but they're all bad.
It doesn't really matter.
Didn't like any of them. Not really anything positive to note.
Nope.
They just weren't the absolute worst. Sorry if you liked those, but they weren't good movies.
But let's get into it. The creme de la crap. Bottom 5.
Number 5 was actually one of my most anticipated movies of the year before I saw it. Transcendence.
You know, Johnny Depp used to be in good movies. There was a time. Like, I've seen it happen. I've seen him be in a good movie.
I can barely remember it now, though.
I still think you're a good actor, Johnny Depp, but for God's sake, have some pride.
Stop having Nicolas Cage choose all your roles for you.
It's getting bad.
You know how Daniel Day-Lewis does one movie every 20 years? And it's also the best movie? Johnny Depp, take a nap. And then come back and do something real good, please.
I'm sure your agent will have something, like he'll have a pile of scripts and he'll be like, hey, some of these are good.
He's wrong.
They're not.
He has led you astray.
You gotta find a good movie.
This movie just makes no sense. The plot is convoluted, but also it's all nonsense, and no one is good at acting in this particular film.
Yeah, nothing. It means nothing. Nothing is real.
I had a lot of hope, and it let me down, and I can never trust again.
Moving on, the 4th worst movie of 2014, A Million Ways to Die in the West.
See, on the other hand, now we have someone who is doing exactly what I expected him to do, and not any better.
Seth MacFarlane, creator of Family Guy, has been coasting on being the creator of Family Guy for a long time, and everybody's just kind of letting him do whatever he wants to, and I think we really, as a society, need to take a step back and put a stop to it. We can't keep letting him do whatever he wants, because then we get A Million Ways to Die in the West.
Liam Neeson? Remember how you made, like, Schindler's List? And you were very, very good in it? And then one day you woke up and went, maybe I'll make 3 Taken movies?
And also be in A Million Ways to Die in the West. You're better than that. Everybody's better than that. Step it up, guys. Have some pride.
There was one good thing about this movie. Liam Neeson walks into a bar, and he's looking for Seth MacFarlane so he can shoot him. And he says, he's like, where is he? Where is he? Turns and points and says, where is he? Camera pans, Ryan Reynolds.
It's Ryan Reynolds.
He's not really in the movie, but Ryan Reynolds is there. He goes, then he shoots him.
And
That's it.
And I laughed, to be
That's
fair,
it.
I laughed really hard at that.
Yep. But that is the best part of the movie, and it's about 3 seconds long.
By far the best part of the movie.
Ryan Reynolds, what are you doing? You should be in better things also.
Yeah, it's not even like we like watching Ryan Reynolds get shot.
No, I like Ryan Reynolds. He's great.
Yeah. But, you know.
Just the fact that his face was there for a couple seconds was the only thing that could lighten my day. Coming in at number 3 is another just real dumb concept about angels versus gargoyles. I, Frankenstein? What? You know how Frankenstein's normally a monster and he's made out of like parts of other people?
Yeah, pretty gross looking.
Yeah. Except this time it's Aaron Eckhart, and he's got a super strong chin, and he's all chiseled and muscly, and he's a pretty person, and, well, already you're wrong, movie.
Aaron Eckhart is a very pretty man with a very strong chin, which is not what I would associate with Frankenstein.
Nope. It's angels versus gargoyles who are demons, and... What?
So, you know, it's like a Van Helsing fighting monsters. But
It's like Van Helsing, but even worse than Van Helsing was.
Ooh, and that's not...
And Van Helsing was not good. Jai Courtney's in this? When was he ever good? Plot twist. I don't think ever.
Yeah, you got me.
It was basically like Meyer brand Underworld, but without Kate Beckinsale, which is the only moderately decent thing about the Underworld.
It was basically
10
like...
movies.
It was basically like Meyer brand underwear.
No?
That's what I thought you were going to say, though. Anyway, the second worst movie of 2014,
Oh, it hurts.
300 Rise of an Empire.
The best thing about 300 Rise of an Empire is that when I went to go see it in theaters, the screen could not fit the whole title. It stopped at Emp, and I said out loud, 300 Rise of an Empanada.
And it was all downhill from there.
That's the best thing about all of it. There's weird battles where people are on horses that are on boats. What?
Over the top wackiness, but not like in a fun way, in a taking yourself way too seriously, and it's awful and bad way.
Like 300, the original was fine, but who liked it that much that we needed this?
I don't think we needed this.
Ava Green is kind of fun as a villain. Like, she's super campy, but in a way that she knows that she's in a real bad movie, so she's kind of having fun with it, and that's okay. But there's a real weird, aggressive sex scene, which is like choking and punching, but also still sex, kind of. And
Nick loved it.
It got more laughs from me in the theater than most comedies of the year, so I mean, I've got that going for it, but...
See?
I don't think they wanted me to laugh, so you did a bad job.
You know, Nick, we've had a real fun time talking about all these bad movies today. But I think we need to get serious for a second. There was one movie this year that was so aggressively terrible that we can't joke about it. It's not a joking matter. If you saw our review from earlier in the year, you already know how we feel about it. And guess what? It still hurts. We are, of course, referring to
Ouija.
Based on the hit board game, Ouija.
Why is it a movie?
Why is it a movie? Why is this a movie?
Let me retract that, because it's barely a movie. You know how in movies, like, things happen?
I am familiar.
Not in this one.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens. They sit around, and they go, oh, I think there might be, like, a spooky thing. Oh, he's dead. What was his name? I don't know.
Yeah, there are people in the movie, but there are no characters in the movie. And things occur in the movie.
Not for any reason.
But there's no plot or reason behind it.
No. And I know for a fact we said this in our individual review of it. The whole point of a horror movie, a haunting movie like this is, oh no, this ghost is going to make my life, like, miserable, and I'm going to hate everything. Or what you can have is, oh no, there's a ghost. Dead. I guess he wasn't tortured too bad, was he?
There's a fundamental misunderstanding of how horror movies work, combined with terrible acting, writing, directing, everything. There's nothing good. It's 0% good. 0%. Rotten Tomatoes.
I am still this angry about having spent money on this piece of crap. Hate it.
I hate you, Ouija.
Worst movie, 2014. Well, by the way, this January and February are looking. We're going to have an equally awful worst list for 2015.
Yep.
In case you can look forward to that.
Cinema's dead.
And so am I on the inside.
On that note, if you'd like to talk about these terrible movies, please don't. But if you really want to, you can social media with us. We got Twitter. You can find the links in the description.
Or you can just comment on this page right here while you're at it. You're already right here watching this. Just comment right there.
Hey, you you have an idiot friend who thinks that 300 was the best movie of the year, show them this.
And then hit them.
Sure. Also, stop being friends with them. What are you doing?
After you hit them first.
Hit them first.
Feel free to subscribe to our channel, where we do plenty of other film reviews that aren't this bad. In fact, if you think there's a good movie that you would like to hear people talk about, hey, we're people that will talk about it. Let us know about that movie, and we'll go see it, and we'll talk about it right here for you.
Mm-hmm. So, we are the Filmsmiths. I'm Zach.
And I'm Nick.
Have a good one.
Not this specific one, because this one was bad. These are bad ones. Have a different good one, please, for our sake.